Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Hi everyone. Am I audible? Okay, 3 minutes. Let's wait just for 2 minutes. 2 मिनट वेट करते हैं सबको ज्वाइन करने का एक बार चांस देते हैं ज़रा सब ज्वाइन कर लें 6 p.m. इज़ ऑलरेडी द टाइम हमने थोड़ा 2-3 मिनट जल्दी स्टार्ट कर दिया सो दैट एवरी वन कैन ज्वाइन ऑन टाइम ओके यस गुड इवनिंग हेलो हाय हाय एवरीवन yes you will get a certificate of completion but you will get it at the end so um, आपको पूरा सेशन ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा because that is the only prerequisite for getting the certificate. Yes, good evening everyone. Uh, it will be in Hindi, English. It will be in Hindi and it will be in English as well. Certificate Deepanjali you will get at the end of this session. आपको एक quiz attend करना पड़ेगा and that quiz will be on the basis of this session only. So इफ यू वांट द सर्टिफिकेट एट द एंड आपको पूरा सेशन ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा सेशन में जो भी चीज़ें मैं बताने वाला हूँ वट एवर आई एम लाइक no we can't teach in english only because there are students there are other students also who are from different parts of the country who are from different parts of our states बहुत सारे लोग हैं सब अलग अलग जगह से हैं so we'll be doing this in bilingual language मेरा सर्टिफिकेट मुझे अभी दे दो not possible sorry dark sider. Okay, so it's 6 p.m. Let's start. Our today's topic is basically data modeling. If we not know anything in data modeling, it's okay. Yeah, sure, it's okay. Ananda Krishnan, don't worry. I'll be telling you. English sir, no Hindi. Sorry, not possible. Glossy diaries. हिंदी विल बी यूज्ड हिंदी भी यूज होगा क्योंकि काफी सारे लोग हैं बाइलिंगुअल रहेगा हिंदी इंग्लिश we'll use both languages so let's talk about data modeling first. Okay, so what do you know about data modeling? क्या लगता है आपको क्या होता है data modeling? What is data modeling? Can we get some answers or can we get some thoughts in the chat box? Like what is data modeling? What do you think is data modeling? अच्छा कितने लोगों ने पावर पिवट यूज किया है इससे पहले हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव यूज्ड पावर पिवट in Excel? Zaxis said data modeling is basically data को edit करना. Shruti Tyagi analyze the data for informed decision. Glossy Diary said data visualization. Okay, Zaxis has used Power Pivot. Anu Pandey has used Power Pivot. How many test software with incomplete requirements? How do you test software? No, sort of. Data structure, categorizing data, blueprint, analyzing data, data analysis, the process of creating a visual representation. Okay. Some of the people have used Power Pivot, and some of the people know what data modeling is. So we are getting some answers. Zakir said data edit karna. Yes, it is editing your data. Analyze data for informed decisions. Shruti Tyagi is also correct. Data structure, basically how your data is structured. आपका data किस तरीके से structured है, that is also data modeling. It is a part of data modeling. Categorizing data and blueprint. Yes, Glossy Diaries has a really good answer. We can call this as a blueprint of our data also. A way to combine data from multiple. Pitnikar said, correct, Vinayak. Creating a visual representation of data, or we can say creating a visual blueprint of our data structure. Data modeling is basically a blueprint of our data structure. Now, let me tell you what data modeling really is. यहां पर आप क्या करते हैं, आप अपने डेटा को स्ट्रक्चर करते हैं. इन डेटा मॉडलिंग यू स्ट्रक्चर योर डेटा. ओके. Data modeling is basically the process to connect multiple tables from different sources by establishing relationship between them. डेटा मॉडलिंग एक ऐसा प्रोसेस होता है जहां पे आप मल्टीपल टेबल्स को एक साथ कनेक्ट करते हो जो कि अलग अलग सोर्सेज से होते हैं. दो सोर्सेज कुड बी फ्रॉम वेब, फ्रॉम डिफरेंट एसक्यूएल सर्वर, और यू कैन से फ्रॉम अ टेक्स्ट फाइल, फ्रॉम अ एक्सेल फाइल. कहीं से भी हो सकते हैं, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट सोर्सेस. कोई टेबल हो सकता है, कोई वेब से डेटा हो सकता है, कोई एसक्यूएल सर्वर हो सकता है, कहीं से भी आप डेटा ले सकते हो. व्हेन you put these data in one place, and let's say you connect these datas on basis of a single column, or let's say on basis of a common field जो कि इन डेटाज में आपका प्रेजेंट होता है. सो लेट मी टेल यू समथिंग. डेटा मॉडलिंग इंट्रोड्यूस किया था पावर पिवट ने फर्स्ट इन एक्सेल. एक्सेल से आपका जो डेटा मॉडलिंग है वो. ओके okay. इसे क्लोज करते हैं, इसका हमें कोई काम नहीं है. ओके. सो बेसिकली जो आपका डेटा मॉडलिंग है वो एक्सेल ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था थ्रू पावर पिवट. ठीक है, आप पावर पिवट से क्या कर सकते हो, आप डेटा मॉडलिंग कर सकते हो. मोस्ट पीपल थिंक कि पावर बीआई के अंदर डेटा मॉडलिंग, एंड द पावर बीआई इंट्रोड्यूस डेटा मॉडलिंग, एंड पावर बीआई इंट्रोड्यूस द रिलेशनशिप कॉन्सेप्ट, बट नो, एक्सेल ऑलरेडी इंट्रोड्यूस दिस कॉन्सेप्ट बिफोर, वे बिफोर पावर बीआई. वे बिफोर पावर बीआई एक्सेल इंट्रोड्यूस द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ डेटा मॉडलिंग. पावर बीआई से काफी पहले एक्सेल ने डेटा मॉडलिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया था थ्रू पावर पिवट. सो आज हम देखेंगे कि पावर पिवट यूज कैसे करना है, हाउ टू यूज पावर पिवट, हाउ टू अनेबल पावर पिवट, एंड वी विल आल्सो सी सम ऑफ द डेटा मॉडलिंग स्कीमास. कुछ स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में भी हम सीखेंगे. दे आर स्टार स्कीमा, देयर आर स्नोफ्लेक स्कीमा, वी लर्न अबाउट डैक्स, वी लर्न अबाउट you can say calculated columns also. So we'll see these type of things. Okay. Now let's create a new Excel workbook. एक नया Excel worksheet create करते हैं. And let me tell you how you can, let's say, enable the power pivot first. सबसे पहले हम यही देखेंगे कि power pivot को enable कैसे करना है. How we can actually use power pivot. So as you can see, we have a power pivot tab here. अब इसे enable कैसे करना है? How to enable this? First of all, go on home. Go on file. Then go to options. After going into options, you have to go on add-ins. See, the screen is not clear, maybe due to the monsoon. आपका जो network problem हो सकता है. See, wait, let me just fix this network problem. Let me try something. Yes, yes. Wait. Okay. Hi, everyone. Is it okay now? I restarted this live. Is it okay now? Okay. ठीक है, अब क्लियर आ रहा होगा. Let me share my screen with you. ओके, इज इट ओके नाउ? ठीक है, अभी सही है? एम आई ऑडिबल? मेरा वॉइस आ रहा है ना आप सभी को? हेलो एवरीवन। ओके, सो पावर पिवट का यूज करेंगे। नाउ लेट मी फर्स्ट टेल यू हाउ यू कैन अनेबल पावर पिवट। फर्स्ट, गो ऑन, ओपन एनी एक्सेल फाइल। आप कोई भी नया एक्सेल फाइल ओपन कर सकते हो। जस्ट सिंपली ओपन एनी न्यू एक्सेल फाइल, देन सिंपली गो ऑन फाइल ऑप्शन, go on to the file option, then go on to options. Okay, go on to file, then the last option. After that, go on the last second option, that is called add-ins. And in add-ins, you have to go in the manage and go for com add-ins. ठीक है, com add-ins पे जाने के बाद आपको क्या करना है, जस्ट सिंपली क्लिक ऑन गो। आफ्टर यू क्लिक ऑन गो, आपके पास एक कुछ ऐसा इंटरफेस आ जाएगा एंड आपको इसमें से पावर पिवट सिलेक्ट कर लेना है। Okay, we have this power pivot here. Select this power pivot and click on OK. Don't click on add. Simply click on OK. So power pivot पे क्लिक करते ही क्या हुआ, हमारे पास ये power pivot enable हो गया. Now let me tell you what power pivot actually is. Power pivot is actually a very powerful data analysis and data modeling tool inside Excel. बहुत पहले से है ये. It is a data modeling and data analysis tool inside Excel through which what you can do, you can simply allow multiple sources inside Excel. You can get data from multiple sources inside Excel. आप मल्टीपल सोर्सेस से डेटा को ले सकते हैं एक्सेल के अंदर, वेदर इट्स एसक्यूएल सर्वर और वेदर इट्स एनी टेक्स्ट सीएसवी फाइल, वेदर इट्स अ जेसॉन फाइल, वेदर इट्स अ पीडीएफ फाइल, अलग अलग सोर्सेस से आप डेटा ले सकते हैं. And after importing the data from different sources, what you can do, you can simply connect those multiple sources in the form of tables by establishing relationships between them. आप उन मल्टीपल सोर्सेस को एक साथ कनेक्ट कर सकते हो, उनके बीच में रिलेशनशिप एस्टेब्लिश करके. अब रिलेशनशिप कैसे एस्टेब्लिश करते हैं? हाउ डू वी एस्टैब्लिश अ रिलेशनशिप? ऑन बेसिस ऑफ अ कॉमन फील्ड. ठीक है, ऑन बेसिस ऑफ कॉमन फील्ड, आई टेल यू, डोंट वरी. ऑन बेसिस ऑफ कॉमन फील्ड. अब जैसे मान लीजिए हम एक रिटेल कंपनी के लिए काम कर रहे हैं. लेट्स सपोज वी आर वर्किंग फॉर अ रिटेल कंपनी. ओके, बहुत सारे ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर्स आते हैं, बहुत सारे ऑफलाइन ऑर्डर्स आते हैं, तो एक कस्टमर्स का पूरा डेटाबेस बन जाता है. ठीक है, एक कस्टमर्स का पूरा डेटाबेस बन जाता है कि हमारे पास एक मास्टर कस्टमर फाइल है जिसमें सारे कस्टमर्स प्रेजेंटेड है. फिर एक इनवॉइस का फाइल बनता है हमारे पास. इनवॉइस का फाइल कैसा? उसमें सारे इनवॉइस लिस्टेड होंगे कि किस कस्टमर ने क्या प्रोडक्ट खरीदा, उसका इनवॉइस बनेगा. तो यहां पर आपके पास अलग अलग चीजें हो सकती हैं. अगर आप सारे कस्टमर्स को एक साथ ला रहे हो तो आपके पास ऑब्वियस सी बात है एक कस्टमर आईडी भी होगा, है ना. और इनवॉइस के अंदर कौन से कस्टमर ने कौन सा प्रोडक्ट खरीदा है वो आप अब कस्टमर का नाम तो बार बार नहीं लिखेंगे, तो हम इसलिए कस्टमर आईडी यूज कर सकते हैं. तो मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल से ही समझाता हूं. चलो यहां पर अब जैसे कि मेरे पास यहाँ पे तीन अलग अलग फाइल्स हैं. आई हैव वन ऑर्डर्स फाइल वेयर आई हैव ऑल द ऑर्डर्स ऑफ द कस्टमर, मतलब जितने भी कस्टमर्स ने मेरे यहाँ से सारे ऑर्डर, ये है मेरे पास सारे ऑर्डर्स. ओके, मास्टर कस्टमर फाइल ऑल्सो. नाउ इन कस्टमर्स जिनको मैं प्रोडक्ट सप्लाई करता हूं, आई हैव 5 कस्टमर्स टू whom I supply my products. As delicious, ABC Groceries, Acme Bites, Wholesome Food, Park and Shop. Okay. Other than that, I have all the orders placed by those customers. So I have their customer ID. किस कस्टमर ने कौन सा ऑर्डर प्लेस किया? आई हैव देयर ऑर्डर आईडी. आई हैव हाउ मेनी यूनिट सोल्ड, कितने मैंने उनको यूनिट सोल्ड करे और कौन से डेट को मैंने करे. ये सारा डेटा है हमारे पास. देन आई हैव कुकी टाइप्स. Like these are the products that I supply to my multiple customers. Okay, these are the products I supply to my multiple customers. There is chocolate chip, there is fortune cookie, there is oatmeal raisin, there is snickerdoodle, sugar, white chocolate, macadamia nut. Okay, so we have revenue that we are getting on the per sale of this cookie. Then we have cost per cookie. Again, it's not clear. See, my Wi-Fi is connected real good. See, there could be some network issues also. ठीक है, अब यहाँ से तो हमने क्लियर कर दिया है. अब थोड़ा नेटवर्क क्या है हमारे हाथ में तो नहीं होता, राइट एवरीवन. सो हमने बूट कैम्प रीस्टार्ट भी किया था, है ना. वी रिकनेक्टेड दिस ऑल्सो. ओके, सो नेटवर्क नेटवर्क फ्लक्चुएट होता है गाइस, एवरीवन. एंड सीजन अभी ऐसा है, आपका मौसम भी ऐसा चल रहा है, देन द स्क्रीन वुड बी क्लियर. हिमांशु, अनफॉर्चुनेटली पर आप आई थिंक कैमरा ऑफ नहीं कर सकते. आई आई थिंक वी कांट टर्न ऑफ कैमरा ऑन यूट्यूब. इट ओके, अभी आई होप आपको बिल्कुल प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा. ओके, नाउ इट विल बी क्लियर. नाउ इट विल बी क्लियर. ओके, हेलो एवरीवन. एम आई ऑडिबल? मेरा वॉइस आ रहा है सबको? Sorry, we can't continue in English only because there are other students as well. So it will be bilingual. It will be bilingual. Okay, don't worry. Okay, now it's clear. Okay, so we have enabled our power pivot here. ठीक है, हमने power pivot तो यहाँ पे enable कर लिया है. Now we will go on to the manage option. See, I have changed my place, so I had two screens. In one screen where I was viewing your chats and comments. So it will take some time because I have to switch the window every time I have to look at your chats. So मैं जब आपसे कुछ क्वेश्चन वगैरह पूछूं तब आप चैट वगैरह में लिख सकते हैं, तब तक बीच में आई वोंट बी एबल टू सी योर कमेंट्स इन चैट्स गाइस. ओके, so we'll go on to manage. Now in manage option, this is your power pivot interface. This is my power pivot interface. Now we have to choose the source settings कि हमें source कौन से select करने. Let's go on to existing connection. हम कुछ existing connection अगर हमारे पास पहले से हैं तो हम उन्हें ला सकते हैं. हमें अगर कोई डेटा सर्विस से लाना है तो हम ला सकते हैं. Let's say we want to get data from any kind of external data services. If we want to extract data from a SQL server or from a Access database or from an analysis service for Power Pivot or from other source setting. So we'll go on to other source settings. हम जाएंगे other source settings पर, and then we can see that there are multiple data sources. There is Microsoft SQL Server, there is Microsoft SQL Azure, there is Microsoft Analytics Platform, Access, Oracle, Teradata, Sybase, Informix. बहुत सारे का हमारे पास कनेक्शंस हैं. we'll go with Excel file for now. हम Excel file choose करेंगे. We'll go for Excel file. Okay, and here we have to browse our Excel file, where our Excel file exactly is. So my Excel file is here, and I'll be importing the orders table. Use first row as column headers. Make sure that you enable this option whenever your table has headers. अगर आपके table में headers हैं तो आप इस option को enable जरूर करना. Next, okay, we have to import these two tables. हमें ये दो tables import करने हैं, cookie types and orders. So we'll import these tables, click on finish and close. एक्सेल में हमारे पास डेटा का लिमिट होता है. वी हैव डेटा लिमिट ऑन एक्सेल बट वी डोंट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ डेटा लिमिट ऑन पावर पिवट. पावर पिवट में आप अच्छा खासा डेटा ले सकते हो. अप टू 1 million रोज यू कैन ब्रिंग इनटू पावर पिवट. Okay, we have to bring another source also. We have to bring one more source also. Let's get that file, browse that file, and my file is in customers. Click on open. Use first row as column headers. Check that option if your table has headers. Yes, finish. Yes, okay, no problem. Okay, close. Now we have imported all of our three tables. अब ये तीनों टेबल्स हमारे डिफरेंट डेटा सोर्सेज हैं. ऑल दीज थ्री टेबल्स आर अवर डिफरेंट डेटा सोर्सेज. वी हैव इंपोर्टेड देम फ्रॉम डिफरेंट एक्सेल फाइल्स. नाउ these all the files are for the same organization but they are just of different department. Now this is a master customer file. This contains all the information about my customers. How many customers do I have? I have 5 customers, and I have their customer ID as well. I have their address, their phone number, their city, their state, their zip code, country, and basically their notes like what kind of customers they are. Let's say high maintenance, not sure, friendly but little old school, one of our best customers, CEO as 3 kids, like these kind of basically who our customers are or what kind of customers do we have. Second, we have cookie types like what type of product we are supplying them. Okay, how much revenue we are getting on each product. There are 6 products. On chocolate chip we are getting 5 rupees of revenue. On fortune cookie we are getting 1 rupees of revenue. Oatmeal raisin we are getting 5 rupees of revenue. And how much cost we have to like give or we have to incur in order to make this product. Chocolate chip we have to incur the cost of 2 rupees. Fortune cookie we have to incur the cost of let's say half a rupee. And oatmeal raisin we have to incur the cost of 2 rupees and 20 paise. तो इनको पहले हम सारा करेंसी में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं because our customers are from United States, so mainly सप्लाई भी हम वहीं से कर रहे हैं. So let me just change their currency. Let me change it into dollars. Okay, because it will make more sense. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम जानबूझ के ये चीज कर रहे हैं. It's just we are just doing this so that it will just make more sense. Okay, so now we have done this and we have orders. Now we have customer ID. Okay, we have product, like which product we sold to which customer, how many units did we sold of that particular product to which customer, and on which date we sold that. So सारा information है यहाँ पे हमारे पास. We have all the information in here. I want only date. I don't want the time, so मैं format change कर देता हूँ. I'm just changing the format here. Okay, so the next step is to create data modeling. But before, let me check some of your chats and comments. भाई काफी सारे आ गए हैं. Think you should reschedule this class as today network isn't supporting. Uh, can you share these Excel file? Yes, the Excel file will be shared. आपको bulk messages में you will get these Excel file in bulk messages. In our last session also we provided the Excel file, so don't worry, you will get this Excel file. Okay. This Excel is different. No, this Excel is not different. It's just the 2021 version and it's updated. Power Pivot is not supported in Excel versions before 2013. So make sure you have that latest version of Excel within your devices. Okay. Just make sure you have the latest version of Excel within your devices because Power Pivot function doesn't support Excel before 2013 and it doesn't support some of the versions as well. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to create relationship. Now we will go on to the diagram view. Now as you can see in diagram view, ये तीनों टेबल्स आ गए हमारे, ये तीनों टेबल्स हमारे पास आ गए. वी हैव ऑल ऑफ अवर थ्री टेबल्स हियर. ओके. Now what we have to do, we have to connect these multiple tables on basis of common columns. Now what are some common columns here? Between orders and customers, we have a common column of customer ID, so we can just simply drag and drop this. And as you can see, as I drag and drop, हमारे पास कुछ एक इस तरीके का एक इंटरफेस आता है. We get this type of diagram where we have one and this star symbol. Now what this represents, this is called a one to many relationship. वन टू मैनी रिलेशनशिप. ठीक है. इसमें आप ये कह सकते हो, दिस वन टू मैनी रिलेशनशिप बेसिकली सेज दैट द कस्टमर आईडी इन द कस्टमर्स टेबल हैज यूनिक वैल्यूज और इट्स नॉट रिपीटिंग. ठीक है. यहां पर देखिए, जस्ट पे अटेंशन हियर. in customers table we have five unique customer id, but in orders table my customer id is repeating. Why? Because it is possible that a customer can place multiple orders, or customer can place different orders on different dates, or a customer can order multiple times. Okay, so order id will be different for each order, but if it is ordered by the same customer, the customer id will be same. So you can say that in one to many relationship here, customer id is unique, or you can say it's a primary key, and customer id in orders table is our foreign key, or you can simply say that customer id in orders table is repeating multiple times. Okay, so we have established a relationship between orders and customers. Now we have to establish a relationship between cookie types and orders table. अब ऐसा हर बार जरूरी नहीं होता कि आप जिन दो टेबल्स के बीच में रिलेशनशिप एस्टेब्लिश करना चाहते हो उनके कॉलम के नेम सेम हो. It is not necessary that whenever you are establishing a relationship, the column name should be same. The column name could be different. It could be different, but the data in those columns should be same. So in cookie types table, we have our cookie types: chocolate chip, fortune cookie, oatmeal raisin. These are our cookie type. And in orders table, we have our product. हमारे पास पूरे product हैं, chocolate chip same, पूरे वही product हैं. So we can match cookie type with product here. So again, you can see one to many relationship. In cookie types, my cookie type in cookie type table, my cookie types are unique value. यहाँ पर ये unique value है, repeat नहीं कर रहे हैं. Orders में multiple times repeat हो रहे हैं. So this is how you create a data model out of different data sources. You just have to look for the common field in all the tables. Now this is a normal data modeling. This is not star schema or snowflake schema. हम इनके बारे में भी देखेंगे. Let me first do some kind of analysis. हम कुछ इनके related कुछ analysis कर लेते हैं. Let's create some calculated columns. Let's create some new data on basis of our existing data. Let's do some kind of analysis. So I am on orders table. Now we have units sold, but I don't have revenue, I don't have cost, I don't have profit. So what I am going to do now, we are going to find all of these. Okay, before creating a calculated column, let me tell you, Power Pivot is the first interface to introduce DAX queries. पावर पिवट सबसे पहला ऐसा एक इंटरफेस था जो डैक्स क्वेरीज आपके इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, जो आप पावर बीआई में यूज करते हो. द डैक्स क्वेरीज और द डैक्स फॉर्मूलाज दैट यू यूज नाउअडेज इन पावर बीआई, दे ऑल केम फ्रॉम पावर पिवट वे बिफोर. Okay, now what is DAX? Data analysis expression. What is data analysis expression? These are just some advanced functions and formulas that help us to do some kind of advanced calculations ठीक है, अब जैसे हमारे पास नॉर्मल एक्सेल है, नॉर्मल एक्सेल में क्या होता है, इनसाइड नॉर्मल एक्सेल वी यूज दीज formulas दैट वी कॉल एग्रीगेटर. Now what they do, you just select a range and then you hit enter and you get the answer in a single cell. Well, it doesn't work like that in Power Pivot. In Power Pivot, you do the calculation for the whole field. That means you do the calculation for the whole column. Now, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम aggregator use नहीं कर सकते. It's not that we can't use aggregator, but inside Power Pivot, we mainly do our calculation on basis of these calculated columns only and writing DAX queries for these calculated columns. Okay, we do use aggregator functions also in Power Pivot, so don't worry, हम दोनों ही use करने वाले हैं. So first, let's create revenue. Now, we have revenue per cookie and we have units sold. So if we multiply both of these, we will get our revenue, right? So let's do this. Let's add a column. I'll double click on this. So I'll simply type here revenue, hit enter. Revenue column is created. Now the revenue column is created. Now what we have to do, we have to insert a formula in order to get these two different columns from two different tables to multiply. Select the column, go on to this formula bar. First select your column, then go on to the formula bar. Okay. Then I'll simply select columns, orders, tables, units sold multiplied by cookie types table. Now we are only getting the name of the table, but I want the particular column, that is revenue per cookie. So we can't get those directly. हम ऐसे directly नहीं ले सकते. We have to use a DAX formula. We have to use a DAX query in here that is called related. Okay, let me tell you. अब सी, हम दूसरे टेबल को सिर्फ रेफर कर सकते हैं, दूसरे टेबल से हम कॉलम्स नहीं ला सकते. वी कैन ओनली रेफर अ डिफरेंट टेबल, वी कांट गेट अ डिफरेंट कॉलम फ्रॉम अ टेबल. So in order to do that, we will use related formula. Now related is a formula that returns a related value from another table. Now what do you mean by that, related value from another table? Just before creating this revenue column, if you remember, we related these tables on basis of common columns. So all of our three tables are related to each other. हमने कॉलम क्रिएट करने से पहले ही इन तीनों टेबल्स को एक साथ रिलेट किया था. So that is why we have to use related formula in order to get the related data from related table. We can't get the data directly. I'll use the related formula and I want to bring the revenue per cookie from cookie types table. So I will select this and I will close the bracket. Related can only bring out one field for you. एक ही कॉलम आपके लिए ला सकता है. Let's multiply this with orders, units sold. Hit enter. And here we have our revenue. We'll do the same for cost as well. Now for the cost, we will again use related formula. Now I want to bring the cost per cookie, bracket close, multiply it with units sold. Now, as you can see, I am calculating the whole column. I meant to say I am getting the value for each row. हम हर एक रो के लिए आंसर ला रहे हैं यहां पर. ये देखो. So these are the type of advanced calculation that we can do by using Power Pivot. Now we can find out our cost as well. Oh, sorry, we can find out our profit as well. Now, what's the formula for profit? It's revenue minus cost. So, do we need to use the related formula now? क्या अब हमें related formula use करने की जरूरत है? Pranay, the Pranay, Power Query webinar has already been done on 17. You can check the recording for that. No, we don't need to use the related formula because they are on the same table. We have those two columns on the same table, so we don't need to use the related formula. Yes, directly present in orders. So what we will do, select this, go on the formula bar and just simply type your columns name. So we have orders revenue minus we have the cost. So orders cost and hit enter, and we got our profit also. So these are the type of advanced calculated columns that we can do inside Power Pivot by using these DAX queries. DAX queries मैं आपको बता देता हूं, इसका सिर्फ नाम फैंसी है. DAX is only a fancy name for that data analysis expression. They are just Excel formulas that we regularly use. सम एवरेज मैक्स मिन ये सब वही फॉर्मूलाज हैं. These are the those commonly used formulas that we use inside Excel. Is just that when we use them in Power Pivot and Power BI, they are called DAX. That's it. Okay, now secondly, they help us to do advanced calculation. That is why they have a fancy name, data analysis expression. They help us to do these kind of advanced calculation. For each row we have a different answer. We can find out anything for our field within seconds. So that is why it's just named data analysis expression. Otherwise they are just the same Excel formulas that are just doing some advanced kind of work. That's it. This is DAX. Okay, now we'll find out some aggregation. Now, as I told you, हम इन्हें aggregate भी कर सकते हैं. We can do the normal aggregation that we do inside Excel. So I will use the sum formula. Let's sum up the revenue. Hit enter. So now we have created a measure. Now these are your calculated columns. This is your DAX query and this is a measure. Now what is a measure? Measure is a calculation that you create with DAX formulas. Measure is only a calculation that you create with DAX formulas, and you can use this measure within your data model. Okay, now I have three tables. मेरे पास तीन tables हैं. Now, if I created a measure in orders table, I can use this measure in customers table as well. I can use this measure in cookie types as well. Okay, we will do some EDA now here. थोड़ा EDA perform करते हैं. Exploratory data analysis. Let's first change the name for this. Let's name it as total revenue. Okay. We will create another measure that will be our total cost. Okay, don't worry, we'll be using these measures also. हम इन्हें एनालिसिस में भी यूज करेंगे. Don't worry. ये हो गया हमारा total cost. And then we have profit. So we will create this total profit also. We have total profit as well. Now, how do we use these three tables within the same pivot table? बहुत सिंपल है। अब हम इन तीनों टेबल्स को, नाउ वी विल एक्सपोर्ट दीज थ्री रिलेटेड टेबल्स ऑन टू अवर पिवट इंटरफेस। हम इन तीनों टेबल्स को एक साथ एनालाइज करेंगे। नाउ नॉर्मली पिवट टेबल हैज अ लिमिटेशन of analyzing only one table at a time. In normal pivot, you can only analyze one table at a time, but by using power pivot, you can analyze multiple tables at the same time. अगर आप नॉर्मली पावर पिवट यूज करते हो तो एक बार में सिर्फ एक ही टेबल एनालाइज हो सकता है, बट इफ यू आर यूजिंग पावर पिवट एंड यू आर इंपोर्टिंग योर डेटा फ्रॉम पावर पिवट टू पिवट टेबल, देन यू कैन analyze multiple sources at the same time. So we have these three tables, we have done our analysis, we have done everything. Let's change the currency in here because it will just make sense. ये हमें बार बार क्यों चेंज करना पड़ रहा है? बिकॉज रीजन इज इंडिया एंड इन विच एवर रीजन यू आर, उसी का करेंसी सबसे पहले आपके लिए ये आने वाला है. ओके, so now we have done our analysis, we have found we have created our measures. Now we will export these three tables into a pivot table. That option is on home, so simply click on pivot table. We can get data onto these different things, but we will get the pivot table. Click on pivot table. Yes, I want it on, yes, I want it on a new worksheet. Click on OK. So as you can see, I have a pivot table now, and in this pivot table, I have these three tables. See. Now let me tell you how data modeling actually works. आप एक साथ अलग अलग टेबल से डेटा कैसे एनालाइज कर सकते हो. तो सबसे पहले तो मैं चाहता हूं कस्टमर्स में, एंड आई टेक द कस्टमर्स नेम फ्रॉम कस्टमर टेबल. नाउ I will take the cookie type from the cookie types table and place it in name column. You see? Now my pivot table changed itself. अपने आप उसने अपने आप को चेंज कर लिया कि हमने कुछ एक ऐसा इंटरफेस बनाया. We have created a hierarchy where we are just seeing that how much this particular customer is getting, or let's say is having for these cookie types. So we can go for these columns also. तो हम इस तरीके से इनको columns में भी ला सकते हैं. Now let's go on to the orders table and bring out the total revenue in the values. So now you can see I am analyzing three tables at a time, and I have chosen two dimensions from two tables and one dimension from one table. कुकी टाइप से भी हमारे पास एक डायमेंशन है, दैट इज कुकी टाइप्स. कस्टमर से भी हमारे पास एक डायमेंशन है, दैट इज नेम. एंड वी हैव अ डायमेंशन फ्रॉम our orders table, that is our total revenue. You can change the hierarchy as per your wish. So you can see, you can bring out total cost also. You can bring out the columns that we have created also. See, now what we have to do, we can do trend analysis as well. सबको यहां से रिमूव कर देते हैं. Let's bring out the date in here. Now we bought the date. Now in this date we have a hierarchy 2019 and 2020. If we open these quarters, we will have the month, so we can choose this hierarchy as per our wish. If we want the year, we will just choose the year. If I don't want the quarter, I will just remove the quarter from the hierarchy, and I will remove the date also from the hierarchy. So now I only have year and month. And let me bring out the revenue. Now this is the trend analysis for our data. And let me do something as well. Wait. Let me bring out the customer's name. So ABC Groceries in 2019. चलो इन्हें थोड़ा हम collapse कर लेते हैं. Let's collapse these. So ABC Groceries in 2019 generated a revenue, or let's say we got the revenue in 2019 from ABC Groceries of this much amount, 1,99,004 $425. So this is the type of advanced analysis that we can do by using Power Pivot. Everyone, this is the real data modeling. ये होता है real data modeling that was introduced by Excel way before Power BI. Power BI तो बहुत बाद में आया है. Power BI was launched like way after Excel. So before Power BI, we always did, or let's say before Power BI also, we did data modeling. So this is how you can connect multiple sources and connect multiple sources from different places, from different sources. आप अलग अलग जितने भी आपके सोर्सेज हैं, आप अलग अलग डेटाबेसेस हो गए आपके, या फिर लेट्स से इफ यू हैव डिफरेंट डेटाबेसेस, इफ यू हैव डिफरेंट फाइल्स, इफ यू हैव फाइल्स ऑन द वेब, you can get those files also. And the only thing that you have to make sure in Power Pivot, that your multiple data sources have common fields in them. Because if there are no common fields within your data, then how will you able to establish relationship between them? So make sure that you have common field or common column within your data sources, within your different data sources, if you want to establish a relationship between them. Yes, wait, Ravi. This session is not over yet. Wait. You will get the certificate. I will show you how you can get the certificate. आपको पूरा interface complete करके बताऊंगा मैं. Our DAX query is limited to Power Pivot only. Yes, inside Excel, DAX queries are limited to Power Pivot only. Himanshu. Why Power BI is like really advanced tool? Because it combines Power Query and Power Pivot at the same time, and you can create visualizations out of it. So inside Power Pivot, or you can say in Excel, DAX queries are only limited to Power Pivot. You can't use them in Power Query, you can't use them in Excel, but you can only use DAX queries inside Excel through Power Pivot. Power BI is really advanced because it combines both the super tools of Excel, Power Query and Power Pivot. That is why Power BI is one of the best data visualization tools around the industry now. What is DAX queries? Info border, you can say DAX queries are basically some formulas that helps you to do advanced calculation that I just did. You can say, yes, I'm telling you in English only. As you seen, we found out what's the revenue, we calculated what was the cost, and we calculated what was the profit. Now, in order to calculate those, we got the data from another related table. Now, how did I get the data from another related table? By using DAX queries. Okay. Now, DAX queries doesn't give answer in a cell or in a particular range. It gives answer, or it calculates the answer for the whole field. That means your whole column. See, this one. As you can see, we have calculated for each row. We have calculated for each row, whether it's cost, revenue, or profit. So these are the kind of advanced calculation. Why data is important, sir? So that we can maintain our data's blueprint. Now, what is data blueprint? Let me show you. This is the blueprint of our data. Now, data modeling is important so that we can connect multiple sources, or let's say multiple data sources on one place. I have three files. I wanted to connect all those three files. Now, how can I connect it? Through data model. Data modeling is the process where you connect multiple data sources in the form of table by establishing relationship between them. Now, we have like on the conclusion of our session. सो आई जस्ट सिंपली एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू. हमारे पास दो स्कीमास होते हैं. वी हैव टू स्कीमास. नाउ दिस इज अ डिफरेंट टॉपिक. So please tell me again about relationship between tables and cardinality. See, Tushar, relationship is basically established on basis of common column. That is the only prerequisite you have to do if you are maintaining or if you are establishing a relationship between tables. Now, as for the cardinality, have you heard about the concept of primary keys and foreign keys? Uh, how to do ER model diagram to see relationship of tables, sir? You have to go on power pivot and you have to go on diagram view. This diagram view, Ananda, you have to go on this diagram view so that you can view these in the ER diagram form. What are the benefits of using data model instead of just formulas in Excel? Um, as you have seen, Sneha, आप multiple data sources को connect कर सकते हो. Excel के अंदर, inside Excel, what you can do, you can just simply bring out one table. You can do analysis inside that one table only and according to that one table only. If you use data model, you can just expand your data analysis to multiple data sources. That is the benefit of using data modeling. And if you are using Power BI, then you will be using data modeling throughout that. Power BI में आप एक टेबल पे डैशबोर्ड वगैरह बना लोगे. You can create dashboard out of one table. But what if there are multiple sources? What if you have one data in MS Excel file, one data in SQL Server database? Now, how will you be able to connect these two? Both are different data sources. कैसे कनेक्ट करोगे दोनों को? Through data modeling. Now, this is a basic data model. Let me show you what an advanced data model looks like. Now, let me show you an example of snowflake schema, guys. This is what an advanced data model looks like. Now, what's in front of you is a snowflake schema. Everyone, this is a snowflake schema. Now, inside snowflake schema, we have one central facts table and we have multiple dimensions table connected to it. So we have two types of schemas. One is snowflake schema, one is star schema. Now, what is star schema? Star schema is basically a data model where you have one central facts table and multiple dimensions table connected to it. Let me show you with the example of this. मैं snowflake वाले diagram से आपको समझा देता हूं. Okay. Now, can you view this data? Now see, we have one central facts table. It contains all the facts of my data and we have multiple dimensions table connected to our data. Now the part that I just highlighted, it is called star schema. This is called star schema. Why it is called a star schema? Because it resembles a star-like structure. How does it resemble a star-like structure? Let me tell you. We have a star. Now, in star schema, we have one central facts table here. And that central facts table is connected to the multiple dimensions table. Now, all the data, all the factual data, that means all the factual data is inside my facts table. Facts table को आप ऐसा कह सकते हो कि उसमें actual data होता है. It contains the actual data. What I meant to say, it contains what really happened. कि ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ है, इनवॉइस हुआ है, ऑर्डर हुआ है, on which date it happened, for how much amount it happened. It contains the factual data. Whereas the dimension table, now what are those dimension table? Dimension table explains each dimension of our facts table. Like we have product ID. For product ID, we have one dimension C. It explains the whole product section. For store ID, we have a store dimension table. It explains the store, in which country it is, in which city it is, in which region it is. For date, we have one date dimension also, which month was it, which quarter was it, what year was it. For customer ID, we have one dimension for customer. It explains its ID, address, city, country. So where the data model, where we have one central facts table and multiple dimension table connected to it, is called a star schema. Now what is a snowflake schema? When your dimension table has more dimensions connected to it. जब आपके डायमेंशन टेबल के भी डायमेंशन टेबल आ जाते हैं, दैट मीन्स इट्स अ स्नोफ्लेक स्कीमा. उसका भी एग्जांपल देता हूं मैं, डोंट वरी, वेट वेट वेट. यहां पर नहीं है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. See, this is a snowflake. Okay. Now, this is a snowflake schema. As you can see, we have a central facts table. We have a central facts table that is here. This is my central facts table. Now, with this central fact table, we have dimensions connected to it. This is my one dimension. This is my second dimension. This is my third dimension. This is my fourth dimension. And this is my fifth dimension. And this is my sixth dimension. Now, this is a star schema. When it becomes snowflake schema, when the dimension table also have dimensions connected to it. See, I am visually representing this you, where my dimensions also have some dimensions connected to it. So this is called a snowflake schema. These are the two types of data modeling schemas that we work upon inside the data analytics industry. These are the two most commonly used schemas inside data analytics, that is star schema and snowflake schema. Is this the type of tables used in e-commerce application? Yes. Sir, can you recap all of this, what you have showed? Faizan, basically I have showed you how two schemas, two data structure, दो टाइप के डेटा स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं. स्कीमा मींस स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, स्कीमा मींस स्ट्रक्चर. वी हैव टू स्ट्रक्चर. वी हैव वन अ स्टार लाइक स्ट्रक्चर एंड वी हैव अ स्नोफ्लेक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, in star schema we have one central facts tables and multiple dimensions table connected to it. That is a star schema. And in snowflake schema we have one central facts table with multiple dimensions table connected to it, and even those dimension tables have dimension tables on its own. That is called a snowflake schema. Now, as for the certificate, everyone, all of you can see this link. Everyone, everyone can see this link. Click on this link. Which schema is best for what purposes? If you have around 10 to 15 tables, then snowflake schema is best. See, snowflake schema is just expansion of star schema only. It depends on your data. We can't say which schema is best. Which schema you have to use, it depends upon your data. So we can't compare those two. Both have different properties and both have their different uses. Click on this link. Now, for those who are uh, joining this website for first time, first you have to register with your Gmail ID. आपको अपने Gmail ID से रजिस्टर करना पड़ेगा सबसे पहले. Then after registering, the interface will directly land you through this page. Okay. Now start the test. It will redirect you to your course. You have to start the test. Now you have to start the quiz. Okay. I'll be just selecting random answers because I have the admin's access, so it doesn't matter what kind of answer I will choose. In your case, you have to choose the correct answer. What are the main purpose of creating data models inside Excel? So let's say to I am just randomly selecting answer so that I can show you. Okay, you have to just simply select these, give answer for everything. Okay, now submit. Now after submitting, it will show you your attempt was successfully submitted. Please check after some time for the result. It will only show you the result. For certificate, you can see the certificate button at the bottom left corner of your screen. Click on that. And when you click on that, just simply click here and you will get your certificate. Now, here's the proof that you will get your certificate after completion of this course. Okay, everyone. Like for doing user research, yes. 6 days workshop webinar now. No, Shweta, it will start on 24. From 24, it will go around like till 29. So you can join there. 24 se start hoga. Okay, everyone. So let me know in the chat box how was this session. कैसा लगा आपको ये session? How like informative or how useful did you find this session? Everyone, can you please write in the chat box or you can just give your reactions about the webinar. How was it? Write on the chat box so that we can know, or let's say what we can increase for the future session. Priya said knowledgeable and engaging. Thank you so much, Priya. Lavanya said best. Thank you so much. It was great, sir. Where we'll get Excel files you use in now session, sir. Very informative and great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. The Excel file will be provided to you in bulk messages. आपके जो WhatsApp पे bulk messages वगैरह आपको आए होंगे, आप वहां से आपको मिल सकते हैं. I will be sending these. It's very informative, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abdul. Thank you so much that you find this session useful and informative. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and paying attention, and just be attentive till end. Okay. So it's the time for us to conclude our session. Okay, हम session conclude करने वाले हैं. We are going to conclude this session. So let's meet on the 6 days webinar, 6 days workshop for AI with Excel that we are organizing from 24th. You can register for that from our website only. आप यहाँ से हमारे इसके लिए register कर सकते हैं. All you have to do, just go on selected website. Okay. Yes. The registration fees are only 99. You can register now. It's only for 99. Okay. For that 99 fees, you will be getting many perks. Okay, you will be getting many sources, many resources. आपको बहुत सारे resources मिलेंगे. आपको pre-recorded lectures मिलेंगे Excel के. All that for 99. So you can just register for that webinar for 99. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Shehbaz. Thank you so much, Tushar. You can register for the AI Excel workshop or AI Excel with this. Sir, please recap what all you have taught. Faizan, it will be really long, fast. Data modeling इसका recording आपको मिलेगा. You can just check for the recording as well, so don't worry. Okay, so as it's time for us to conclude this session. Okay, guys, on webinar related to UI UX, sir. Okay, don't worry. If that's for UI UX also, we will try to get a webinar, or we'll try to launch a bootcamp for UI UX also. See, this is what we want. We want you to just write your preferences, क्या आप क्या चाहते हो, क्या नहीं चाहते हो, so that we'll be able to deliver more and detailed things in future for you. Okay. Okay, guys, so that's all from my side today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and engaging on the charts. And thank you so much for your warm wishes, and thank you so much for your messages. For these types of webinars and information sessions, just be connected with Skillective. Thank you so much, everyone.